I think so.
Oh, okay. So you probably see me, because I look at her, so I walk on the side. Okay, yeah. And I'm on the bus
No, they.
Alright, so if everybody can take a seat, I don't know if you guys are already sitting with coffee or your tea. So happy you guys to come out today. It is a pretty decent day for Chicago, I would say. Nice and sunny, but not too warm. But it is the middle of February. So I did want to thank you guys for coming out, and I think you should give yourself a big round of applause for being here. Just to give you a round overview of what's going to go on in the meeting today, we have a lot of things planned. But first, we're going to have our new Alderman, Ms. Holmes, discuss what her new post. Then we're going to go on through Ceasefire will be here today to give us sort of like on the ground, up to the minute, what's going on out the streets. And then from there, we'll go over the TIP report. We'll talk about the Civil Illumination Project with Civic Lab. After that, we'll do a raffle, or maybe somewhere between that. And then before all of this is supposed to happen, we have a business spotlight here, Ashanti Johnson from 360 Mind, Body, and Soul Fitness. And yeah. Oh, and from now on, what we're doing every Friday morning is we're uploading this agenda. We have a interactive PDF that links to Twitter and Facebook for each of the subjects. And it will serve as both an agenda and minutes. So when you're finished with the meeting, you can go back and get the same PDF, and it will serve as minutes for the meeting, just in case anybody asks and you can't find certain information. And with that, if I haven't forgotten much, I'm going to turn it over to Alderman, and what we're going to do is, instead of having an open forum of questions, because we have a lot of stuff to do today, Billy will be passing around a mess of index cards. We will take these cards with your questions, comments, and concerns immediately to the Alderman's office as soon as possible, which is Monday, maybe Tuesday. We will drop them off on Tuesday to her, and yeah, we'll keep track of the updates and all of that. And with that, I'll turn it over to our new Alderman.
Oh my gosh, this is like such an honor and a privilege to have been selected for this position. But just like many of you here, I live in the ward, so my interests are generally the same as yours. I want to see improvement. I want to see things happen better. And as I've talked to people, I realize this is not a one-person job. This is a community's job. It's going to take everyone's help. I want to lead the effort, but I'm going to need everyone to help make this ward be what it is. You know, I know South Shore is one main part, but we have two other community areas, which are South Deering as well as South Chicago. So I guess my underlying premise right now is really taking steps to unify all parts of the ward. So on these index cards also, if you want me to get back in contact with you, once I have staff and an office and a phone and all that, I definitely will. Just please leave your contact information as well. If you have comments, suggestions, certain issues you want to touch on, leave that on the card. But just, leave it on the card. Let me know. I want to work with everyone in the community, so I hope that everybody wants to work with me. This is, like I said, it's been a whirlwind, as you can possibly imagine, so I am trying to get set up and get things going because this ward has lacked some good quality leadership. So I hope that you all and we all can work together to, make things better for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. And I'm going to pass around the index cards now, so we'll be, please feel free to write down your questions, comments, and concerns, and your contact information, and we'll be sure to keep up to date on your questions. So, next, ceasefire. I don't know if our guys are here yet. I haven't seen, they're not here yet. No biggie. Oh, Chicago Works. So this app was released this week. I know that we've been talking a lot about 311 issues, stuff, stuff isn't getting done and that sort of thing. Apparently this works really, really well. So they released it this week for Android. It's been out for a while for Apple. But you basically take a picture of your issue, snap it, send it off. It'll give you an update number, tracking number, all of that stuff, and tell you exactly what's going on up to the minute. So please, please, please use this. Put it on your homepage if you've got Windows 8 or whatever. Just use it. And then let us know, too, if you send something in. Send us screenshots to Billy's email or to my email and let us know, hey, I sent this in, it didn't go, so that we can talk to somebody about getting it done. But this should work really well. The app is, the address is called ChicagoWorksApp.com. That's ChicagoWorks, WorksApp.com. And you can download it there. It'll take you straight to either Apple or Android. Also on our minutes, the little icon here that says information, well, if you click on that, this will take you straight to that website as well. All right? And next we have our business spotlight with Ms. Shanti Johnson. And I'll let her talk about herself and her awesome for this place.
Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Good. Ava was so kind to invite me here, sort of last minute, so I'm just getting back from teaching a class, so don't mind the size for the whole 9 yards, okay, I apologize. But we own a fitness studio right down the street on 75th Street. We do all class style fitness, so if you're the type of person that you cannot stand the thought of working out, you need to get a certain place, and you need some help with that. We're sort of targeting you. We sort of point ourselves as the hand-holding type of place, so that you can really lose some weight, tone your body, with various types of workouts that are all led. So everything from kickboxing to boot camp to yoga to sculpting, we do it all. So we're right down the street on 75th. Again, we're called Mind, Body, and Soul, 360 Mind, Body, and Soul. And we sort of combine all the elements of fitness as well as physical fitness as well as mental fitness. So that's who we are. If you guys are looking to definitely get in shape for the new year and that sort of thing, we would love for you to come check us out.
Thank you.
And again, you can find her information here as well, and she's put some cards there. It is a beautiful gym if you guys have never been. It's a really, really cool place to have in the South Shore. So definitely at least take a visit. So next, we were going to have Josie Davis of Walls on the Roof come by and talk about her project. I don't see her yet, but just to talk about it, basically what she'll be doing is she'll be having people dancing on the roof of the businesses here in South Shore. So there is, to my knowledge, about 5 or 6 neighborhoods involved in this. We already have 3 property owners here in South Shore who are committed to the project. But basically, these are choreographed professional dancers who will be dancing on the rooftops of these businesses for 1 week during the week of May. And so she's right now looking for 1 more property owner and a lot of dancers, a choreographer, and a project manager. So if any of you all know any dancers here in the neighborhood or anywhere for that matter, who think that they'd be safe and good looking dancing on the top of somebody's roof, then please forward this information. I think it's choreographed. You gotta kind of do it. So yeah, definitely, I think go for it. It's available here. The web application is up. Admissions start next month. And Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff is available to ask questions and if you have any comments or concerns. All right? Sweet. Moving right along here. Okay, I'm going to try my best to do this, but if you guys think that I said something wrong or if it doesn't sound right, please tap me, raise your hand, say something. I went to my first TIP lab with Civic Lab this past week. It was massive. It was over at Chopin Theater and on Milwaukee Avenue, and it was crazy. Very cool place. But anyways, what they're doing is a tip report for all of the city of Chicago. A lot of people don't understand tips and what they are. I still think I have a pretty vague understanding of that. So basically what I'll do is I'll review what we discussed in Civic Lab on, what day was that? Thursday?
I think it was Thursday.
Thursday. we'll review what they've been working on. But basically the whole idea is Civic Lab is trying to get it to where on your property tax bill, you will be able to see where every single penny of your money went. Right now we get a property tax bill and they're like, who say, who saw, someone over here, some over here. Good luck with that. What they're trying to do now is basically make sure that you know exactly which agencies receive money and where that money is going. So I will move forward with the presentation. So basically, a lot of people are like, what is a TIF? TIF stands for Tax Increment Finance, and the money comes from your property taxes. And basically what happens is a few of the agencies who receive that money are the City of Chicago, Water Reclamation, the Park District, the Board of Education, City Colleges, and Cook County Forest Preserve. And we had a little bit monitor, but on your property tax bill, I think the 7th ward has a TIF district. I think that's where only 7th and 8th, right?
Oh, 7th, 8th, and 5th.
And 5th, okay,
So
we all
ours is
have
on 79th Street.
Okay. So you'll be able to see on your property tax bill, if you're in one of these districts, where some of the money is going. At this point, it's not exactly clear as to how it's broken down or why it's broken down like that, and what Civic Lab is trying to do is to make it clear.
So we have one on 79th, 95th. Sorry. So on 79th is a TIF district and 95th is a TIF district where all the marshals that hold, the Jewel and the marshals that hold shopping center, that was TIF money. The new IB school, IB South Shore High School used rebated TIF funds as well. Where the Starbucks is on Stony Island, that was a TIF district. So we have a map we can talk about where money has been spent over the years in this area.
Hey, Billy. We're missing her running today. My sister wasn't able to come. But so this is pretty much where it goes, or where it's designed to go. So you got 53.5% to the Board of Education, about 7% to the Park District, 20.9% to the City of Chicago, 5.3 to Water Rec, 1.1 to the Forest Preserve, 8.9 to the Cook County, and then city colleges get 3.2%. The only issue is City of Chicago tends to take their cut off the top first. So that's where things get kind of fuzzy, is because instead of them totally, you give somebody $100 and they say, okay, we're going to distribute a percentage of this $100 around the room, that person who took your $100 says, I'm going to take 20% off the top, give you $20, and then the rest of this goes wherever I think it ought to go. So basically a TIF district is created. What I try to help people understand is that there's no political boundaries, there's no rhyme or reason, there's not like, okay, 7th ward, no, we don't know. So it's kind of somewhat everywhere. And then what happens from there is the value of all the properties are calculated. So once they have a baseline of what all the properties are valued at in that TIF district, that's your base area. And once that's noted, for the next 23 years, the TIF district lasts about 23 years, that 1,000 base is collected into account for the district. So that one base is collected into a big, giant, off-the-book account. This money is called incremented revenue, and revenues are designed to be distributed back into distressed communities. So we're supposed to be keeping some of this money in order to develop it and all of that stuff for our own community.
And we have adopted a pretty liberal version of the word stress. So the city